What's up, guys? Hish here from Locked In Ecom. If you're brand new to the channel, my name's Hisham. Everybody calls me Hish. I'm a full-time Amazon FBA business owner. I've been scaling this business for the past year and a half or so. Yeah, about a year and a half now. I pretty much have this channel to give you guys all the free sauce, all the game that I have that got me to the point where I'm at. To kind of dive right into it, guys, this video is not going to be so much about sourcing. This one is going to be a little bit more about myself. You know, a lot of these videos are kind of me going over the business, but I want you guys to get to know a little bit about who I am, how I got here, what it took to get here, and pretty much exactly why I started and how I started, right? So that, you know, hopefully this can inspire some of you guys that haven't started just yet and inspire you, those that have started, to go even harder and really grind at this as much as you can. So let's get right into it, guys. But yeah, so to kind of hop right into it, you know, I started this business about a year and a half ago, like I said, and I'm 19 years old now. So then I was about 18 years old. And, you know, I was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. Well, I don't want to say Chicago. It was actually a town that's extremely small, Rochelle, Illinois. If you look it up on the map, you probably won't even see it. It's that small. And I moved to California about a couple years ago. And, you know, just to kind of show you guys my journey a little bit, I was really big on basketball. That was my passion. You know, moving from Illinois to California was a big jump for me. And I met some really good friends that are going to last a lifetime with me. But to kind of go with it, you know, my life was really revolved around one thing, and it's basketball. Okay. I was an athlete all throughout high school. I was a basketball player specifically. It was literally my entire life. I did everything with basketball. I literally woke up with the ball. I had the ball in my hands 24/7. It was literally an obsession. As Kobe said it, right? The great Kobe, rest in peace. And the thing about that was, like, I was never really I was never really social in high school when I moved to California. In Illinois, I was pretty social, but when I moved to California, that died down a lot. And the main reason for that was because I was so dialed and I was so focused about getting better every single day. I kid you not, one of my best friends, Aaron, he's a D1 caliber player, Aaron Glass. Shout out to my boy, it's my day one. We would go at it every single day and night, morning, evening, literally Christmas time, you name it, Halloween, whenever. We literally did not skip a day. We would pretty much wake up every day at like 5, 6 a.m., go to 24-hour fitness in the morning, get an hour plyometrics, which are pretty much jumping workouts. And after that, we get 500 shots up. After that, we go back to school, knock out school. We'd finish all of our homework in school, so we'd actually get work done in school so that after school we could focus on our basketball work and whatnot. But yeah, after school, we would go to 24-hour fitness again. We'd get our lift in. So our morning in the workout was actually jumping workouts, so plyometrics. And then we get our lift in after school. And then we get 500 more shots, go home, eat, replenish, watch film, then go back at night to play basketball, to play ones, to get our skill work in, and to really go to really dial in on the technique. So that was literally what we did for months straight, day in, day out. So when it came to school, I was very quiet. You know, I was thinking about, okay, how can I get better? Like, that was really all I cared about. Unfortunately, with me specifically, one problem that I had, which clearly was my work ethic. My work ethic was the greatest thing I had, and it still is. But the one problem that I did have was confidence. And I think that held me back. I know it held me back a lot. I would have lack of confidence and in anything, even in myself. Like, aside from basketball, that really took a toll on me. I didn't have the best confidence in high school and in basketball. And like I said, even in myself as a person. So I think that really held me back a lot. You know, and it definitely did. You know, I would have some games where I would snap, I'd take off, I'd play really good. Shot would fall in, I'd be dunking. Things were going good. And there would be games where I had no confidence. I couldn't, too scared to shoot the ball, too scared. And keep in mind, I'm putting in literally 100x of the work and the input and the grind compared to anyone on that damn floor. And yet I had the least amount of confidence. The least. I did not want to shoot. I was genuinely scared at times. And that's how bad my lack of confidence was. And unfortunately, like I said, that kind of it held me back a lot. You know, my dream was to play, you know, obviously every kid's dream is to play in the NBA. My dream was to play, you know, college ball, you know, get a scholarship, X, Y, and Z. And after our last game of the season, during the playoffs when we lost, you know, I had to come to a conclusion, like, what am I going to do, right? Like where do I go from here? And, you know, me having that lack of confidence, that didn't help at all, right? And I was like, you know what? Like, I got to figure something out. I got to do something. So that something was basketball still. I wanted to play college ball at a JUCO, maybe at a community college. So I was still going hard every day with Aaron, grinding this and that. But it just hit me. I'm like, you know what, man? Like, I gotta start something. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta, you know, basketball is my everything, but I know I can do more. So that's when I decided finally, I'm like, you know what? I had to break ties with the sport. which is probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And I still play it. I still play it. But when I say break ties, I mean like stop playing it at that level where I wanted to go because it was too much of a stress. You know what I mean? Basketball was like a thing where I had so much love for it that it literally became toxic and it was stress. And it's crazy. It sounds like literally like a love-hate relationship, but it was kind of like that. And it all had to do with my confidence. But I think, as brutal as my sound is, that was the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. Because it got me to where I'm at today. And after I decided, to cut ties with the sport, I was going to school for computer science. My first week in class, I'm like, what the hell am I doing here? And after I noticed, I'm like, this is not for me. I was like, I got to start something to obviously excuse myself from school because I'm not just going to leave school and not have a plan. So I was like, you know what? Let me figure something out. So I started drop shipping first, and that failed miserably. I lost $2,000 in my first month. Mind you, I'm an 18-year-old kid at this time working 2 jobs, Little Caesars and T-Mobile, and a little bit of DoorDash too. And I was hustling. That was $2,000 of my saved up money that I lost. I was like, what am I doing? And it really depleted me a lot. And, pretty much after that, I was like, okay, what am I going to do? You know what I mean? I can't keep losing money. I got to figure something out. So I kept taking risks. I tried affiliate marketing, failed, lost money. I don't know. I can't remember what I tried exactly. I did try quite a few different online businesses. Then that summer, I met another good friend, Omar, who I connected with really well. We did door-to-door sales. So I was doing sales that entire summer straight, which was last summer, right? I was saving up as much money as I could. I was stacking all my money. I was saving it, piling it up into one. The day came where I discovered Amazon FBA because I wanted to try one last online business. I wanted to give it one last shot. And I found a mentor. I dumped literally 90% of my savings into that mentorship, which left me with $1,000 in my pocket, right? I'm like, all right, I got the guidance now. The capital was just spent on a mentor. I got to make this work. So I remember going to the Nike outlet for the first time, buying my first batch of products and sending off to Amazon. And the next morning, I wake up, there's a sale. It was like $64 on my dashboard. I'm like, holy crap, this thing actually works. I actually just made money off online business. And that was literally the one thing it took for me to say, I'm going all in. I'm going all in. So I dropped everything I did. I went all in. I still did the order sales so I could stack on my capital, invest in the business again. Got a credit card, got a student card because I was in college at the time. I decided to go all in. You know what I mean? I would source every night. I literally took the work ethic from basketball into business. And that was the greatest thing that's ever happened in my life. You know what I mean? From hoop dreams to, business aspirations. And that's why I always love the game of basketball. It's like, it's just a part of my life, even till this day. The work ethic that has brought to my life, it's a love that I can never leave, right? And it transitioned so well into business because now, you know what I mean? It gave me the work ethic, the discipline, the energy, the time, the effort to just go all into my business. Right. And that's why I'm so passionate about what I do is I love this shit. And I think basketball, I know basketball played a big role. So with that being said, I would be up all night sourcing products, hopping on calls with some of my friends that were doing this with me. We'd be sourcing together to like 3, 4 a.m. at times, not finding jack shit, losing money on products. We'd go through it all. But at the end of the day, we didn't let that stop us. You know what I mean? We're like, we're going to make this work, right? I don't care how hard this is going to get. We're going to make this work. So we kept going. And, my third month, I started to see progress. I cracked $10,000 in revenue. I'm like, holy crap. This is actually scaling. Mind you, I'm working a few jobs, but once I hit that $10,000 mark, I'm like, you know what? I need to go all in. So I dropped everything. I went all in. November, cracked about 40, 50 grand. And then December was the big month where I hit $100,000 in sales. At the end of the day, I can't remember how that feeling was when I first saw that 6-figure mark on my phone. I was like, this is what I want to do. So I went all in, put all my eggs in the basket. And I still have all my eggs in one basket. I decided to really just go hard and go all in. And that, that's when it started piling one after another. The next month I went harder, did another 6-figure month. A month after that, I did about 70 to 80K. And it just kept being right around the 6-figure mark. That's when I knew. I'm like, okay, let me keep feeding this business. Let me keep feeding this beast. So kept going harder and kept going in. And essentially, I decided that school was something that I just don't think I needed. And it didn't make sense to me. And unfortunately, my parents, being Middle Eastern and my culture and whatnot, the stereotypes, they wanted me to go to school. Then I was like, you know what I mean? That's not something I want to do. So something that we had to disagree on, but, I showed my dad the numbers and he changed his mind slowly after some time. Ever since then, it's been a blessing in disguise. I've been able to scale my business, do whatever I want, whenever I want. I've been able to have my own freedom, work on my own time frame. And now I'm scaling this thing to the point where I know I'm going to get it to a point where I can turn this into a complete living and really have this as my purpose. And even till this day, I might be doing well, but I know there's so much more room for growth. and I'm gonna constantly keep growing and growing and growing and growing. But yeah, it's been able to allow me to travel to all parts of the country, to, the Bahamas, all the way to Miami, Vegas, Nevada. I think the biggest thing for me was to take that risk, to invest in myself, to bet on myself, to really understand that, without risk, there is no reward. And I feel like that's, as cliche as that sounds, it's absolutely true. It couldn't be further from the truth. It's literally the truth. And I guess with all this being said, like, to not quit. And if you haven't started, start. There's really no better time to start than today. Best time was yesterday. The next best time is today, right? And if you're, if you're looking to be like, okay, I want to wait till the right time, there's no right time, man. You got to just start. Because I thought there was a right time and there wasn't. And at the end of the day, I feel like the people that actually just throw themselves in the fire are the ones that typically tend to make it out. It's a pretty interesting story that I had. A lot of ups and downs. I know I kind of just summarized a little bit of what I had. There's a lot more that went on in my life, but that was a really good summary. But yeah, that's who I am. This is where I'm at now. I have my own warehouse now. This is my media room. I've been able to have my own warehouse, have my own media room, and now I have a successful business to where I can, finally look into other ventures. And here I am. I'm currently still scaling my Amazon operation. I'm getting into wholesale now, so I am still going heavily hard on online arbitrage, and I'm forever going to do that. But I'm scaling to other parts of the business to grow my business as well. Yeah, that's kind of who I am. That's what I've been able to do. I'm still going hard on my business, still scaling everything like that. Still growing, still getting better every single day. If you watched all the way till the end, I really do appreciate you guys for the support, the love, and it really means a lot. My main goal here is to make sure that, I can give you guys as much value as possible. With that value being said, please follow me on Instagram. Drop a sub if you haven't already to say, touch with the channel. Follow me on Twitter. Everything is at ecomhish, right? TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, obviously, right? Ecomhish for everything. So at ecomhish, check me out on all four of those platforms. I'm gonna be dropping as much game as I can for you guys. And also join my Discord, guys. I'm gonna drop the Discord link below in the description. Join it. I'm gonna start hosting free live calls for the free community. Obviously, I have my mentorship for the calls for them, which are more in depth, but I'm still gonna be having those free community calls with you guys to obviously help you guys out with some game, give you guys some sauce, and help you beginners really get this thing off the ground. So please join my Discord. I'm gonna drop a lot of sauce and drop a lot of gems, a lot of value in there. Join that. Aside from that, guys, like I said, I appreciate you guys for tuning in the channel. That's a little bit about myself, and it's only gonna go up from here. We're gonna drop more content for you guys, more sourcing videos, etc. We're gonna drop a lot for you guys. So, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Drop a like if you guys loved the video. Drop a comment if you guys have any questions or if you guys enjoyed this. I would really appreciate it. Other than that, guys, let's get to work. We got some money to make. So I'll see you guys in the next video. And if you guys have any questions, my Instagram DMs are always open. I'm very active on Instagram, very active on there. So I really highly encourage you guys follow me on Instagram. I'll drop all my ads below. But other than that, guys, yeah, let's get to work. See you guys in the next one.